Cell division is fundamental to life. It's how we grow, how our bodies repair themselves, and how we reproduce at the cellular level. Every second, millions of your cells are dividing right now to replace the old or damaged ones. In multicellular organisms like us, this process ensures genetic consistency across cells. But in single-celled organisms, it's how they reproduce entirely. As we explore this topic, remember that this process is tightly regulated. Errors in division can lead to serious consequences like cancer or genetic disorders. The cell cycle is essentially the life cycle of a cell, guiding it through growth, DNA replication, and finally division. It starts with G1, where the cell grows in size and gets ready for DNA synthesis. Then it enters the S phase, where every chromosome is duplicated. After that, in G2, the cell checks its DNA for damage and makes final preparations for mitosis. The M phase includes both mitosis and cytokinesis, splitting the cell into two daughter cells. Some cells, like nerve and muscle cells, enter G0, a resting state where they don't divide again. Understanding this cycle is key in areas like cancer research, where cell division is uncontrolled. Types of cell division. 1. Mitosis, somatic cell division, growth, repair. 2. Meiosis, germ cell division, gamete formation. 3. Binary fission, prokaryotic cell division.
Mitosis is a type of cell division that results in two genetically identical daughter cells. It is essential for growth, development, and tissue repair in multicellular organisms. Phases: 1. Prophase. 2. Metaphase. 3. Anaphase. 4. Telophase. 5. Cytokinesis. In prophase, chromatin condenses into visible chromosomes. Each chromosome has two sister chromatids joined at the centromere. The mitotic spindle begins to form, and the nucleolus disappears. In metaphase, chromosomes align at the metaphase plate, forming a straight line. Each chromatid is connected to spindle fibers from opposite poles, ensuring accurate separation.
Anaphase begins when sister chromatids are pulled apart by shortening spindle fibers. They move toward opposite poles of the cell. This ensures each daughter cell receives an identical set of chromosomes. Telophase is marked by the arrival of chromosomes at opposite poles. The chromosomes decondense, and nuclear envelopes reform around them. The mitotic spindle disassembles. Cytokinesis is the final step, where the cytoplasm divides. In animal cells, a cleavage furrow forms. In plant cells, a cell plate develops. Two identical daughter cells are produced. Let's go step by step through the stages of meiosis, the process that makes gametes and drives genetic diversity. In prophase I, chromosomes condense, homologous pairs come together, and crossing over happens. This is where genes swap between chromosomes, creating new combinations. Divided into 5 stages: 1. Leptotene, 2. Zygotene, 3. Pachytene, 4. Diploidine, 5. Deakinensis. In leptotene, chromosomes start to condense and become visible as long thin threads. Each chromosome already has two sister chromatids, but they're so close together that they look like a single strand. Next is zygotene. Here, homologous chromosomes begin pairing through a process called synapsis. This pairing forms a structure called a synaptonomal complex, holding the homologs tightly together. Now comes pachytene, the most eventful stage. Homologous chromosomes are fully paired, forming tetrads. This is where crossing over occurs, the exchange of DNA between non-sister chromatids. This genetic recombination in diploidine, homologous chromosomes begin to separate, but remain attached at points called chiasmata, where crossing over occurred. During deakinesis, chromosomes become highly condensed. Chiasmata move toward the ends of chromosomes, the nuclear membrane breaks down, and spindle fibers begin to form. In metaphase I, homologous chromosome pairs align at the equatorial plane of the cell, with spindle fibers attached to their centromeres. During anaphase I, homologous chromosomes separate and move toward opposite poles of the cell, while sister chromatids remain joined. In prophase II, the chromosomes condense and become clearly visible. Each chromosome still consists of two sister chromatids joined at the centromere. The nuclear membrane breaks down, and spindle fibers begin to form at opposite poles of the cell. During metaphase 2, chromosomes align themselves at the equatorial plane of the cell. Spindle fibers attach to the centromere of each chromosome, ensuring that sister chromatids are positioned for separation. In anaphase 2, the centromeres divide and the sister chromatids separate. These chromatids, now called daughter chromosomes, are pulled toward opposite poles of the cell by spindle fibers. In telophase 2, the chromosomes reach the opposite. Finally, cytokinesis occurs, dividing the cytoplasm. As a result, 4 genetically distinct haploid cells are formed, each containing half the number of chromosomes of the original parent cell. Poles and begin to decondense. Nuclear membranes reform around each set of chromosomes, and the spindle apparatus disappears. Finally, cytokinesis occurs, dividing the cytoplasm. As a result, 4 genetically distinct haploid cells are formed, each containing half the number of chromosomes of the original parent cell. Maintains constant chromosome number. Produces haploid gametes. Creates genetic variation. Essential for sexual reproduction. Supports evolution and adaptation. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe.